Hello, New Hope Church and community. I pray that you are safe and well. And I imagine that just like me, you may be exhausted, in disbelief, uncertain. It's a space that we unfortunately know too well. And yet we do journey together. So I ask that you continue to pray for each other and pray for the community and join me in praying for the world. I know that God hears the prayers of the righteous, and God hears us when we have righteous indignation. I do wish that we were meeting face to face because we need each other, but also because in times like this, the church has never failed to show its humanity when we come together. And so since we can't be together, I ask that you show that humanity to your neighbors, to your friends. Call somebody from the church, call somebody who's on your heart, and make sure that they're okay. I didn't think we would be back in this place again, but it seems that the death of George Floyd, the murder of George Floyd, has opened up a familiar can of worms. The top is off. And maybe it needs to be, because we have to get down to really talking about and discussing the systemic nature of racism in America, in the community. And the church has a voice in that. New Hope has always had a voice in it. What I know and what I've come to really appreciate is that this church never shirks away or shies from the hard issues. We face them head on with love, with listening, and with a heart of empathy, so that we don't try to defend or deny the truth of other people's hurts, and their interpretation, their cultural interpretation matters to us. You know, in a lot of ways, when I look at the peaceful protests, I see New Hope. I see people from all backgrounds, all generations, all ethnicities coming together to stand up for righteousness, to stand up for justice, to stand up against discrimination and inequality and the wrongs of a nation. And I think that's how we get through. I know that's how I got through the Charleston 9 and so many atrocities that have occurred during the life of this church. So I know we need each other, and we need to keep calling on God. And we need to keep calling out that which we know is wrong. I'm so glad that we are in a place where we can talk about the real issues. The issues of race, the issues of reconciliation, the issues of white privilege, the issues that flood our hearts and flood our minds, and we see it on TV, so we better be able to see it in the church and talk about it and bring it to the forefront of our faith and our love and our hope, because hope lies ultimately, in my opinion, in the ability for us to be real with one another and to hear one another, and then to make plans to be better with one another. So here we are on the journey. We're journeying together through life, through death, through pandemics, through the church moving, and through dealing with racial reconciliation. I know God has a victory in store. And I know that God has given us hearts and minds to serve and to love and to be all that we are to be in the midst of a nation that needs, I can't even say healing right now, that needs to be heard. So as a church, we'll do our part. And in the coming days, you will hear about the things that we think we can do to make a difference in a community that's reeling from this most current situation. Until then, we have our prayers, if you are protesting, please be safe. And please know we see you. And please know that New Hope stands on the side of righteousness. We have done that from the inception, and we will continue to do that as God gives us breath so that we can breathe hope into hopeless situations. And we need each other to do so. I love you, and I look forward to being with you real soon. You be safe. God bless you.